Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I just wanted to talk a little bit about branding today. Sorry, I feel like I'm a little echoing here, but you may notice my hair is looking done today. I just went and got it done because I am going to have a branding photo shoot later today. And this is a question that I think I get a good amount from artists and people wanting to know, how do I brand myself? What do I need? How do I, put something together that makes my business look and feel cohesive? And I just wanted to share, my own experience of it, and I'd love to hear about your experience because I think that it's kind of this funny thing nowadays. So I was just talking to my great friend who did my hair, who does amazing hair, and we were talking about how, like, back in the day, there wasn't all this intensive branding and marketing for businesses. It was just like you did good work and you told the people, in your neighborhood, in your community, and they spread the word. And I think nowadays it's really one of those things that can get really overwhelming, especially when you're feeling like, I need to brand myself, I really need to stand out, I really need to be unique. And I think, in my experience, what I've learned is not that you need to be the trendiest. You don't need to have something completely different than anyone else. You need to be authentic to who you are and, why you're in business, why you're, making the art that you are, why you're trying to work with the kinds of people that you want to work with. So it can be pretty, basic in terms of figuring out, well, how do I stay consistent? It's like, well, what are your values? What are you really trying to get across? So I think that especially when you're starting out, you're going to be, growing and changing and figuring out your own style and figuring out your, ideal clients and figuring out why it is you're doing what you're doing. And so it can take some time to kind of come around and feel like you have a clear, brand. And for me, it's been exactly 2 years. So this is a very exciting month for me because I feel like in a lot of ways I'm having a very full circle experience with Real World Creatives and, looking back on when I first started it and what my vision was then and how things have changed and how I have changed. And when I first started and I was trying to brand Real World Creatives, I was trying to brand it for other people. I was trying to think about other people more than just who I am and what I like and why I'm doing this. So now it's been, 2 years that I've never done a branding photo shoot. I really never had, I never had a logo until now. I'm finally having someone create me a logo. I'm, really thinking more about how do I incorporate myself into this brand because it is, it's me. And not being afraid to really stand behind it and let it be an authentic expression of who I am. So I just wanted to share that with you, that don't worry so much about being this super put together professional perfect brand. Let yourself grow and change and learn about who you are, and don't go and spend all this money getting professional services out of fear. So fear that you're not going to be professional unless you have, a website that someone does or a logo or headshots, all this stuff, which I think it's good for all of us to have. But, that's not what's going to make you professional. Feeling professional is, starts on the inside, and it's how you present yourself and it's how you really go about your work and your business. So it's okay if you don't have a logo. I do recommend a professional headshot, but probably if you're not a photographer or if you are a photographer, you know someone who can help you out. So really, access your community. Find the other creatives who are in the same boat as you, who are willing to, collaborate and support each other. And there's plenty that you can DIY, and that's fine. And don't feel like you have to spend thousands of dollars to like brand a new business that you're still learning. So that would be my suggestion. But again, I'd love to hear your guys' experience, and I'm really excited to actually bring in some branding professionals to the Successful Artist Circle, because I do think it's a big topic that we all want to discuss, especially in this day of, perfect like Instagram feeds, and do you need it, and how do you create a tone for your brand and a look for your brand, and when is the right time to really dive into it. So for me, I really didn't do too much of it over the last 2 years. I was really more focused on like building my community and building up my services. And now it felt like the right time, and it felt like I'm launching something that feels really big, and it was just what I was called to do. It felt like a really good time to do it. It is money to like get the hair and get the photos and all that stuff, but don't do it out of fear. Do it from a place that's like excitement, where you feel good, where you feel like I'm really excited and happy to make this investment, and I know that it's going to be, worthwhile, because I'm confident in who I am and what I'm trying to portray. Yeah. So that's just my thoughts on branding for today, and I'm super excited to show you guys what I'm doing, and I'm going to try and do some behind the scenes stuff a little later today. And I'll keep you updated, and I'll let you know more about my experience if you'd like to hear. And if you have, branded your art business, share with us, like, what was that like, and when did you decide to do it, and how did you go about it? What were the important things? Sorry if I'm making you seasick. I still need a freaking tripod for this phone. But yeah, if you've branded yourself, let us know. How did it go? What would you suggest for other people? How much time were you in your business before you actually kind of like took that step? All right, so that's it for today. I gotta go find a few more props for my photo shoot, because I'm doing everything very last minute. So I'm gonna go work on that, and yeah, let me know. Leave a comment if you're watching the replay. And I will talk to you guys later from my shoot in Newport.